Welcome to a short presentation of the curriculum climate change adaptation of the master degree program in civil engineering at the University of Bologna. This is a short video. If you want more details, there is an extended presentation that you can find in my YouTube channel, the YouTube channel of Alberto Montanari. So let me share my screen in order to briefly describe to you what is this curriculum and why we recommend it. So first of all, you find any detail that you need for your application, for funding, for scholarships on the website of the master degree program, to which I refer for those of you who want additional details. And as you know, the program, the master degree program, includes 4 CVs. I am focusing only here on the CV on climate change adaptation, which is taught in Ravenna. So this is a brief description of the courses. Again, in this short video, I'm not focusing on individual courses. I just would like to provide you a good reason why we decided to activate this curriculum, why we decided to activate it in Ravenna, and what are the reasons why we recommend it. So first of all, why climate change adaptation then, and why in Ravenna? We decided to activate this curriculum because there is an increasing interest of companies and job market in experts in engineering projects under climate change. As you know, climate change is an emerging issue, is changing the way we develop engineering design, is in particular changing the way which we use to estimate actions on structures and infrastructures under climate change. And the reason is that there is an increasing concern related to climate change impact, and in particular on the marine and coastal environment. And therefore, in view of this interest, which is particularly located in marine and coastal environment, we decided to locate the curriculum in Ravenna. It's not the only reason why we decided to move there. In Ravenna, there are more facilities for students and room. There is the opportunity to work with a small number of students. This curriculum is deliberately addressed to a limited number of students because we wanted to establish a direct relationship between professors and students. Note that this direct relationship, in our opinion, is necessary because engineering design under climate change is a new topic. It is something that you don't find in the books. It is even something that you don't find in the guidelines. So there is the need of a strong attention on the evolving scientific basis and the evolving literature. And let me say that teachers of this curriculum are indeed engineers, which have a particular attention to the scientific basis of climate change and have a strong international expertise in climate change adaptation. So the aim and the objectives of this curriculum is indeed to provide a comprehensive education and training on the methods for engineering design in the presence of climate change. And therefore, we aim to instruct students in order to deal with non-stationarity in the dynamic processes determining the forcings of structure and infrastructures. Our objective, finally, is learn how to mitigate the impact of climate change through civil engineering. Remember, climate change adaptation is a task for engineers. It's a task in particular for civil engineers. And therefore, there is a strong need for educating engineers to deal with these problems. Again, this is a list of the courses. And as I said, I'm not talking specifically about each one of them. I just would like to say something more on the courses dealing with offshore engineering and coastal engineering. We decided to focus on the coastal environment and marine environment because the majority of the global population in the world is concentrated in coastal areas. And therefore, given also that these areas are exposed to multiple risks from ocean floodings, from fluvial flooding, pluvial flooding, and also these areas are particularly sensitive to the impact of droughts for saltwater intrusion, and these areas are key for energy generation. This is why we believe that the most appropriate focus to study engineering design under climate change needs to refer to the coastal and marine environment. Just to give you an example of a course, and I give this example because I want to emphasize that we also work in the lab. This is an example of a lab, a computational lab. It's an example of a course that is indeed a laboratory of climate change adaptation that focus explicitly on climate modeling and engineering modeling under climate change. And this is a unique skill that we offer at the University of Bologna with a forward-looking attitude, with a particular look at what the companies need in terms of experts, in terms of young professionals for dealing with the current challenges that they need to face. Before concluding, let me just say a final word about internship and thesis development. We are looking for contacts with companies who are interested in these issues, companies located in Ravenna and in Bologna. And these are water boards, multi-utilities companies that are focusing on environmental protection and environment sustainability. And these companies are willing to host a limited number of students. This is also why we want to address the curriculum to a limited number of students in order to provide their experience on the development of these new engineering challenges. More details can be found again on the website. And once again, I remind you to refer also to my extended video available on my YouTube channel. Further information to myself and Professor Serena Ceola. Thank you very much for your attention.